We've covered Key 0 and Key 21 as outer alchemy and inner alchemy respectively back in video 3, so let's just focus on what I mean by the elemental power of spirit and why it is an esoteric or occult power relating to change. In social psychology, the concept of wielding informational power is a little bit of all the other four powers we mentioned. For example, it's authoritative power, where people come to you so you can fix them, improve them, or help them in a substantial way. People trust your expertise and judgment because you hold both authoritative power and informational power, but informational power augments that authority. Informational power means you embody an archetype. You're not just a great doctor, but you also embody the archetype of the healer. You're not just one of the funniest stand-up comedians around, but you embody the archetype of the trickster. You're not just a highly expected, highly respected elder with all of the answers. You are the wise woman or the wise man. The Messiah, for example, is an archetype found in every culture and religion. Let's talk about that. When you are perceived as embodying the archetype of the Messiah, you wield the most powerful brand of informational power. On the positive side, you see how the Messiah archetype inspires beautiful, extraordinary religions. On the darker side, the Messiah archetype creates dangerous cults, and it can spearhead revolts, mass hysteria, even genocide when a certain figure in Nazi Germany during the World War II era manipulated that Messiah archetype. So when I say Messiah archetype, I don't just mean religion, but it does always seem to tap into that part of the human brain that seems to buy into religious dogma. Wielding the power of spirit, and through either inner alchemy or outer alchemy, or both, which are forms of esoteric knowledge. By esoteric here, I just mean not many people know of it, not widely accessible. You're seeking to manifest a specific archetype, finding that archetype that you best fit into, and then truly fitting into it is achieving the elemental power of spirit, or in terms of social psychology, mastering informational power. In metaphysical terms now, informational power, this power of knowledge, also relates to knowing things that others don't know, which can often manifest in the form of prophecy. The gift of prophecy, though, isn't just woo-woo. The gift of prophecy is used in the mundane professional world all of the time and pretty much determines who rises to the top of their industries. For example, the best lawyers are the lawyers who can pretty much predict the outcome of cases or predict their opponent's next move and thus prepare accordingly. The best doctors just have this intuitive sense of how to diagnose complex conditions. The best hedge fund managers, stock traders, and financial analysts are absolutely intuitive and psychic, if you even want to go there, because that's basically how they're making money off securities trade. When you have an in-depth understanding, seriously, of what hedge fund managers do, you won't believe how similar it is to tarot reading. So why does the gift of prophecy, or in social psychology terms, if you prefer, informational power, matter? It's how you change the future. It's the ultimate power of transmutation, both in terms of changing yourself and changing the material world around you. That's why no matter which of the four elements, fire, water, air, or earth, you work with, the last step has to be augmenting that power and augmenting the power cultivation process with the cultivation of spirit. Connecting to spirit, attuning to the divine, and spiritual transcendence is sourced from the strength and vitality of your upper chakras, the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. To summon the power of spirit and strengthen your powers in both inner alchemy and outer alchemy in the realms of esoteric knowledge, Practice cultivating chi energy in a way that strengthens your upper two chakras. The third eye chakra is pretty much the seat of your esoteric knowledge. At its lowest level, it's intuition. At its highest level, it's psychic ability. The stronger your third eye chakra, the stronger your perception and psychic sensing. This is the type of knowing and sensing that would surpass logic and physical laws. There are two forms that the third eye mudra can take. Both consists of the thumb and curved index finger forming a circle and the other fingers splayed out. For one variation, your fingers are directed upward. For the other, your fingers are directed downward. Here's the first variation. This would be my personal preference. When in meditation position, both hands rest comfortably on the knees as demonstrated. Here's the second variation that you may have seen before. My understanding of the difference is between traditions or factions of practice. So if you're from a specific school A, you might do it one way, and if you're coming out of school B, you do it the other. For you, go with the one that's most comfortable. The crown chakra is where you're plugged into the psychic internet or Akashic records, the divine or spirit collective. The third eye is the knowing. The crown chakra is the connecting. The two are related, but the crown chakra is about knowing with wisdom. You can possess psychic intuition and not have any wisdom about it. The crown chakra is how you round out psychic intuition with spiritual transcendence. The crown chakra is your connection to divinity.